It's been a hell of a while, but we are back. Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to Helluva Shorts 5, Mission Orphan. So I didn't think I was going to be able to get to this until tomorrow. I just happened to find time, so it worked out. This is pretty short too, doesn't take a lot of time to record. But it has been a while. It's been 9 months since the last Helluva short came out. It was back in September. It's been a while. I think December was the last time, was when the last episode came out too. So this is the first Helluva Boss related anything we've pretty much got this year. Which we knew there was going to be a long wait time before season 3 of Helluva Boss. We were prepared for that. But I thought there was going to be shorts a little sooner than this. I thought we were going to have shorts probably by March. But no, I mean, it's been a while. But I'm glad that we're back with more shorts. I'm hoping we're going to start getting them a little more often. This also kind of just dropped out of nowhere. I don't know if, like, other people had, like, known this was coming or heard rumors about this coming. For me, I heard nothing. So this came out of nowhere. I just saw, like, it was shared in the Discord suddenly back on Friday, I think it was. And it's like, where the fuck did this come from? It was either yesterday or Friday. It might have been yesterday. I don't remember. But it's like, I was genuinely so surprised. I just did not expect it. But I'm excited to see it. I don't know anything about this. I think Luna is in the thumbnail, but that doesn't tell much. I didn't, like, really look at the thumbnail. Mission Orphan time. Like, I guess that could kind of relate to Luna. Maybe we'll find out, like, more about Luna's past prior to Blitz adopting her. Because she was in the Pound and everything, which it was kind of like this orphanage for hellhounds. So, yeah, I guess that could track. And I've been talking about, like, I've wanted more shorts that were less about the, like, ridiculousness and silliness and more that actually expanded on the characters in really cool and important ways. Ones that, like, really gave a lot more depth to them. Like the first one we got, the one with Sally Mae. I loved that one. That's probably still my favorite. Just because it gave so much depth and character to Sally Mae that she, let's be honest, kind of needed. And I'm just really happy we got to see her again through that. And we got to see her briefly in the final episode of season 2 as well. But that really did help build her character quite a bit. And if this helps build Luna's character more, I'm all for that. Luna's not my favorite. I know. Little bit of heresy there. Luna's super popular. But I think that, like, episodes like this can really help me, like, or, like, shorts like this. If this is going to help build her character and depth a little more. This is what I want to help me, you know, grow to like her more than I currently do. And I want to make clear, I don't dislike Luna by any means. She's just, I don't even know if I'd put her in my top 10. But I don't dislike her. I still do like her as a character. It's just, I like a lot of other characters more. Millie, Moxie, Blitz, Stolas, so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what this is about and to just hopefully enjoy it for as short as it's going to be. So let's get into it and see what this Helluva short gives to us. Hold up just a sec. Before you click that link down in the description below to get to today's video, I want to remind you of all the awesome content we have both on this channel and the Princess of Gaming channel. Let's check it out. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, this is more of the kind of thing I want. Not quite all the way. This didn't, like, have a huge amount of development, not as much as I would have liked, but it was more in the right direction. We did touch on Luna being an orphan and everything, but I kind of wish they, like, went a little further, like, maybe, like, gone into Luna, like, whether or not she knows even what happened to her parents or not, and maybe, like, delved a little more into her relationship with Blitz. I understand, like, there's only so much time, it's a short, it's not gonna, like, delve into as much as, like, a full episode could, and maybe they will delve into that in the future. I don't know, it's possible, but we got a good view into Luna's psyche here still, nonetheless, because we see, like, obviously Mr. Wriggles and Blitz are different, but, like, Blitz is obviously very loving, very caring for Luna, and we know she actually does appreciate that. Although she, is kind of tsundere about... Well, tsundere is the wrong word. Tsundere is usually used in terms of romance stuff. You know what I mean, though. She's kind of mean about it most of the time. She's kind of a brat. Though, at the end of last season, she has been turning around a lot. And I don't know when this takes place, comparatively. I don't know if this takes place after the events of Season 2, or, like, during the events of Season 2, like, before the finale and everything. I don't know. There's not really any evidence one way or the other within the short to say. But either way, we see that they're working together here, which is a cool thing to showcase. Just these two. And yeah, it's like she seems more cooperative. So I'm thinking maybe it could be later season 2 to after the events of. Either way. But yeah, Blitz, while being very loving towards her, is also kind of suffocating. He's very much like forcing his love onto her in a way that's not the most healthy, but, Blitz. And Mr. Wriggles here is just, he's someone she doesn't have that connection to already. While she does appreciate Blitz as her father, and she even calls him dad by the end of season 2 a lot more, Mr. Wriggles is a complete outside source. Having this outside source show her just unconditional love and affection is something that she would never expect because of, she very clearly had a very rough childhood. We saw how she was while in the pound. She was, very scared, very emotionally, like, messed up. She was not in a good place. And we know she's, been getting better with that throughout the seasons of the show. And so to see, like, this guy, again, who she doesn't know, has no connection to whatsoever, just show her this kind of love and show her love as for her being an orphan specifically, it makes her at least interested to hear him out and to give him the chance to, follow up on a few last things before he goes. Saying goodbye to all the children that he helped raise, all the orphans that he helped adopt and care for all these years. And he just got to, even watch the sunset. It was something she wanted to give to him because she did see the good in him. And it's kind of fun because at the beginning she's, like, talking about, oh, these kinds of people are, like, terrible and gross and all this they do all this horrible shit. And a lot of times there are a lot of people who are like this who do. It just is the case. But here we see that he's seemingly just a genuinely nice guy. but they are still here to fulfill their job. They're like getting paid for this and everything. But the one big thing that's like really of note here is how he reacts when she transforms. Because she says that she doubts he would like the real her, and when he assures her he probably would, she transforms into her true wolf form, and yeah, he freaks out. He freaks out and is like, not accepting of it at all. And this is kind of like touching on a few things. It touches on Luna letting her guard down only to be like met with resistance and fear and, a bad reaction. Something that, once again, Blitz would never do. Blitz would never react that way towards her because he adores her. He adores her completely. And she knows that. But she let her guard down here, and it did hurt her. And, like, yeah, at the end, she was, like, freaking out and, like, panicked because of, like, accidentally shooting him and everything, but it just... I mean, they're going to kill him anyway. But it's also, on top of that, it goes to show that people like this will say one thing, but, like, hypocritically, like, live a different way. They'll act separately from how they say they will for one reason or another. And there's a lot of people who are like this specifically, who say they're like super accepting and loving, and but then it's like they see one thing they don't like, and that could be tattoos, that could be piercings, that could be, the color of your skin. Like, one of the biggest examples out there is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is like always remembered as this saintly woman who's like the pure epitome of good, but she was actually super bigoted. Like, she was not that good of a person. She was a good Christian, let's put it that way. But like a lot of Christians, especially from her era, she was extremely bigoted and, not the best person at all. But everybody only thinks of her for like the charity stuff and, being very, kind and friendly and likable and everything. She has this outer persona of doing all this good while holding some like bad inside of her that a lot of people just don't know about. And that can be the case for a lot of people like this. Obviously, this guy's meant to be like a Mr. Rogers type, and from everything we always hear about Mr. Rogers, he's like he's more of like an epitome of good than Mother Teresa is. Like, this guy like was a Christian minister and everything, but he even was like super supportive of like the queer community and people of color. He was like extremely like he sided with them against people who were against their rights and all. Like, I have not heard a bad thing ever actually said about him. And so, but that doesn't mean that they didn't exist. I've never heard anything. The thing is, people just, as human beings, cannot be perfect. And even if we haven't heard anything bad about a person, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That doesn't mean they haven't made mistakes or done bad things, said bad things, believed bad things. It just means that it's not been made public, or it's just not, generally speaking, known about. And in this case, it was clearly that he wasn't going to live up to Mr. Wriggler's wasn't going to live up to his word. Like, he was judgmental. He was, and mind you, like, yeah, if you saw a young woman suddenly transform into a giant hellhound in front of your eyes, I think that would freak most people out, to be fair. But again, he said that he would accept her, and he didn't. No, like, no matter how you look at it. And I mean, she ended up shooting out both of his legs and I think the knees specifically. And Blitz came in and finished it off by bashing in his head. But this definitely, I think the main focus was Luna letting her guard down and kind of being like emotionally hurt by his response. This was like the first time we really like delved into Luna as an orphan since we got that backstory, since we like first found out about it. Like, the only thing we knew originally is that she was adopted, and then we got the backstory, the flashback from Blitz that showed when he, adopted her, and it made it pretty clear there that she was, an orphan. It made it clear, and mind you, not all adoptions are because the kid is an orphan. I just want to make that clear. Some kids are like in the system and all because of their parents being pieces of shit, their parents being in prison, being, unfit to parent because like they're addicted to drugs and stuff. All kinds of reasons. They're not necessarily orphans. But the vibes were making it very clear that Luna didn't have anyone, and this short like really confirmed it, like really like hammered it in that she is an orphan. And so yeah, it's it's developing her a bit and showing a little more of her emotional side, showing a little more of her sympathetic side, which is good. But again, I just wish this short kind of went into a little bit more, just a little bit more. And they could have easily done it. Just cut out one or two of those of the children he was visiting, and maybe have him like talking to Luna a little bit more on the bench about like her being an orphan and everything. Just a little bit more. I'm not saying you had to make it like 10 minutes even, no. Like just a little bit more context, a little bit more discussion on Luna. That, again, they might touch on this in a future episode or even another future short, I don't know. But either way, I did really like this. It's definitely up there in terms of the shorts for me, but I still think I like the Sally Mae one better. Of course, I'm also biased because trans. I do have a bit of a bias there. Also, I just generally like Sally Mae more than Luna personally, but also Millie. And, she obviously had a big part in that short too. Millie is my favorite. But yeah. I really can't wait to see what more we get. Hopefully we'll get more shorts in the coming months. And maybe even find out soon, or soon-ish, when Season 3 is going to start. I'm hoping Season 3 starts by the end of the year, but if it waits to start until the beginning of next year, I'm okay with that. We'll see how it goes. For now, though, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And yeah, for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.